Stoic habits that last a lifetime. So here we are, 7 simple practices, 7 ancient tools more relevant now than ever. Wake up early to command your energy. Move your body to train your mind. Journal to clear your thoughts. Read to sharpen your soul. Walk alone to reconnect with yourself. Declutter your space to declutter your life. Reflect on death to fully embrace life. You don't need to master them all today, but you need to begin. Because the quality of your life is hidden in your routine. Your rituals build your resilience. Your discipline builds your destiny. The Stoics weren't born wise, they became wise through habit, through repetition, through action, through choosing what mattered daily. You can do the same. You don't need to be perfect, just present. Show up, move with purpose, and live like time is sacred. Because it is.
Habit 7. Reflect on mortality. This is the one most avoid, but the one that changes everything. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. It's not morbid, it's motivating. The Stoics kept this phrase close, not to depress themselves, but to focus. Seneca meditated on death daily. Epictetus reminded his students that loss was part of the natural order. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." When you reflect on death, you stop wasting time. You stop arguing over nonsense. You stop procrastinating your purpose. You stop clinging to what will one day turn to dust. And instead, you start living with urgency. You speak truth faster. You love deeper. You forgive sooner. Memento mori doesn't make you afraid of death. It makes you fear wasting life. And when you live from that place, people feel it. It's in your eyes, in your presence, in your focus. You're not distracted because you know how short this ride is. That's not grim. That's clarity. That's what makes every moment more alive.
Habit 6. Declutter your space daily. Your environment isn't neutral. It either sharpens your focus or scatters it. It either restores your nervous system or drains it. Clutter steals more than your space. It steals your attention. The Stoics lived minimally, not to be trendy, but to stay ready. They knew too many possessions equals too much attachment. Too much noise equals too little clarity. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor." When your space is clean, your mind follows. When your room is orderly, your priorities clarify. This doesn't mean perfection, it means intentionality. What you allow into your room, you invite into your mind. Take 5 minutes each day to reset your space, your desk, your car, your kitchen counter. The act itself is symbolic. You are saying to your subconscious, "I am not overwhelmed, I am in command." You live lighter, not because you have less, but because less owns you. That freedom is visible on your face. Habit 5. Take a daily walk alone. The Stoics understood this before psychology ever proved it. Stillness in the body can create chaos in the mind. But stillness in the mind? That requires movement in nature. Walking is more than exercise. It's mental alignment. When you walk, especially alone, something happens. Your thoughts stop fighting. Your breath slows down. Your emotions rise, then soften. Marcus Aurelius walked in the colonnades.
Seneca walked through gardens. Epictetus encouraged walking as reflection, an active form of philosophy. A walk allows space between stimulus and response. That space is wisdom. You don't walk just to move your legs. You walk to clear your mind, to hear your own voice again, beneath the noise of the world. 10 minutes, 15, maybe longer. No phone, no music, just footsteps and thought. It reconnects you to your senses, your surroundings, yourself. And that clarity? It shows in how you carry yourself, in how you speak, in how you live.
4 habits so far, each small enough to do daily, each powerful enough to build a lifetime on. Wake up early to reclaim your day. Move your body to sharpen your mind. Journal to make your thoughts real. Read to fill your soul with something worthy. These aren't random routines. They are rituals of greatness. And in the next part, we'll go even deeper because your mind is only as calm as your space. Your time is only as focused as your boundaries. And your spirit is only as clear as your relationship with mortality. Let's continue with the final 3 Stoic habits, starting with one of the most overlooked yet powerful practices, walking.
Habit 4. Read and read deeply. A Stoic doesn't read for entertainment. He reads for elevation. Seneca said, "You must linger among a limited number of master thinkers and digest their works thoroughly." Reading isn't passive, it's training, mental sharpening, soul nourishment, and not just any reading, the right reading. Philosophy, history, virtue, struggle, wisdom. These books become your armor. They anchor you when life shakes. They guide you when ego misleads. Read not just with your eyes, but with your life. Ask, what can I apply today? What truth do I need to hear again? What lie must I unlearn? A few great pages read deeply are worth more than 100 skimmed carelessly, because every paragraph can become a principle, and every principle can reshape the man you are becoming.
Habit 3. Journal. If you're not journaling, you're not practicing Stoicism. Journaling isn't a trend. It's not cute. It's not optional. It's essential. Epictetus spoke of self-examination. Seneca praised the practice. Marcus Aurelius wrote down his private battles every single day, and that journal became meditations. The most powerful man in the world, writing not for an audience, but for himself, to wrestle with the self, to reflect, to refine, to remind. Your journal is your mirror, your training ground, your confessional, your compass. You don't write because you're perfect. You write to become. Write down what angered you, what scared you, what challenged your values, what tested your patience. Put it on the page. Don't let it fester in your mind, because the more honest your journal becomes, the clearer your thinking gets. And when your thoughts are clean, your life follows.
Habit 2. Move your body. Seneca said, "We treat the body rigorously, so it may not be disobedient to the mind." This isn't about vanity. This isn't about six-pack abs. This is about discipline in motion. The Stoics weren't fragile philosophers sipping wine and pondering under the sun. They were boxers, runners, wrestlers, warriors. Chrysippus ran, Cleanthes boxed, Marcus trained in wrestling. They knew the body is not just a shell, it's a reflection of inner order. When you move your body daily, you train more than your muscles. You train your mind to obey your will. You train your focus. You release emotion. You remind yourself,
I am not here to decay. I am here to dominate. Even a walk, even a short session, even 10 minutes of sweat, it shifts your chemistry, sharpens your thinking, lowers your stress, and lifts your spirit. You don't move to burn calories. You move to build command over your system. And that control, that carries into every part of your life.
Habit 1. Wake up early. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote his most famous passage while lying in bed, debating with himself. I have to go to work as a human being. He reminds himself, and us, we were not made to huddle under covers, chasing comfort. We were made to act, to serve, to create, to rise. The modern world praises sleeping in, chasing late-night dopamine, waking up groggy and reactive. But the Stoic understands, morning is a weapon. Your window to reclaim intention before the world intrudes. Waking up early doesn't just give you more time, it gives you more power, more silence, more space, more control over your energy. That moment you rise before the noise, that's not just discipline, that's dominance. Over sloth, over excuses, over that part of you that whispers, just 10 more minutes. You wake up early not because it's trendy, but because it's training. A man who wins his morning wins his day, and a man who wins his day builds a life worth remembering. You don't need to wait for the new year. You don't need a perfect Monday. You don't need a massive breakthrough to change your life. What you need are habits. And not just any habits, but the ones proven by time, carved by ancient wisdom, lived by the greatest thinkers to ever walk this earth. The Stoics didn't just write philosophy, they lived it, daily, deliberately, with full awareness of time, how little of it we have, and how sacred each moment is. This isn't self-help noise, this is quiet transformation. 7 small, powerful actions that, done every day, can shift everything. Your mind, your body, your attention, your character. Today, we're walking through 7 daily habits inspired by Stoic philosophy that will rebuild you from the inside out. They don't require money, or talent, or luck, only your willingness to show up for yourself consistently. Let's begin. What if the secret to transforming your entire life was hidden in the way you spend your morning? What if the greatest minds in history already gave you the playbook and you've been walking past it your whole life? What if a better body, calmer mind, deeper focus, and stronger spirit weren't complicated, but just 7 choices away?